Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Eleanor Brink from Stellenbosch University. Thank you so much for this time this afternoon. We're quickly going to run through the program offering of the university. Then we will quickly look at accommodation options at Stellenbosch University, bursaries and loans, etc. And then if we still have some time available, we can quickly look at some questions. But before I continue with this presentation this afternoon, I just quickly want to show you a video how it looks at Stellenbosch Campus and some other offering at the university before we start.
Who we become doesn't always flow from who we once were. Who we become can be determined by who we one day wish to be, how we think, what we dream. Who we become almost always depends on an empathy from others, the people around us and our mentors, those who inspire us to strive for excellence. And when we doubt, are there to support us. Because in the end, who we become is merely the sum of the chances that we take, in the hope that we will be stronger than we think we are, so that we can make a difference. Discover a place where who you become transcends even your own expectations, where we stand together and move forward together.
Okay, awesome. So quickly, the first thing that I'm going to discuss this afternoon is the program offering. So I'm quickly going to stand still and just look at the different faculties that we offer, maybe some programs within the faculties, and then, we will take it from there. So the first faculty that I'm going to discuss is the Faculty of Agri-Sciences. That you will see is for students that's interested to study within a career in the Agri-Science faculty. It's very important here to note that this is applied science, so you will be doing maths, physical sciences, as well as biology as part of the program, and therefore it's important to have at least maths and physical sciences as subjects when you apply for programs in the Agri-Science faculty. Agri-Sciences is not for students just to become a farmer or I normally say to drive a Toyota bakkie. It is applied science, so you must be willing to do science. Then when we look at our arts and social sciences faculty, there we have places for about 1,050 first-year students. This is for students that's interested to go more into the social sciences, whether it's psychology, you maybe want to do drama, musical, theatre studies, you might be interested in languages, becoming a high school teacher, sociology, maybe something in geoinformatics, or like I said, human resource management. That's the faculty in which you will apply within. Most of these programs you can apply with math or math literacy, and then we just look at your languages. You don't necessarily need other subjects. The most important are your languages, and then, like I said, math or math literacy. Then our next faculty is the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences. That is our biggest faculty at the university. We can accommodate about 1,560 first-year students. So this is for students that's interested to go within the business fields, whether it's to become a chartered accountant, you might be interested in doing actual sciences, data science, international studies. Maybe you want to study within marketing, logistic management, industrial psychology. There's also a human resource management component here. This is the faculty in which you will apply. All the programs at Stellenbosch University, you need maths to be able to apply for all of these programs. So unfortunately, you can't have math literacy as a subject when you apply for any of our business programs at Stellenbosch University. And then the next faculty is education. You can see we can accommodate just over 200 first years within the education faculty. We offer intermediate and foundation phase. And again, you can apply with math or math literacy. We will look at your languages, Afrikaans and or English, yeah, like I said, math or math literacy. The policy at Stellenbosch University is if you wish to teach a subject at a high school level, meaning grade 10, 11, 12, you first need to study that subject for 3 years. So say, for example, you want to do biology, you will study within a faculty that offers biology as a module. And then after that, you will be able to do a postgraduate certificate in education. And then obviously you'll be able to teach at a high school level, grade 10, 11, and 12. Then our next faculty is our engineering faculty. We can accommodate just over 700 first years within the faculty. Again, most important, maths and physical sciences are required subjects to be able to apply. We offer 6 engineering fields. It's chemical engineering, civil engineering, mechatronic, mechanical engineering. We've got industrial engineering, and the last one is electric and electronic engineering. Again, very important, maths and physical sciences. We look at an average of around, in the 70s to be able to apply for engineering. So keep that in mind. Our first year engineering year is generic. So it means that all of the students do the same year. And then from your second year, you specialize in the field that you want to go to. So normally when students want to apply for engineering, I recommend that they apply for at least 2 engineering programs, and then maybe look at a third choice in another faculty that you know that you can get into, because the selection marks for engineering programs are not the same. So you might not get into the program of engineering that you do really want to study, but you can still start, then you do your general first year. If you pass all your modules, you can automatically move into the field that you do wish to study. Then the Faculty of Law, you can see that we can accommodate 120 first years. Oh, sorry about that. 120 first years in our LLB program. We also can only accommodate 60 students in our BCom law. So it's a combination of law and business modules. And we can only accommodate 60 first years in our BA law. So that's a combination of social sciences and law modules. So if you look at the law faculty, there's 4 programs that we offer. The one that I've mentioned is just mentioned now is the LLB program, and the BA law program, like I said, is a combination of social sciences and law modules. Then there's a BCom law, that is a combination of business and law modules. And then lastly is a BAc LLB. That is a 5-year degree where you simultaneously do accounting as well as law modules. When you're done with the 5 years, you've got an option of either going to specialize in accounting or going into law. For the first 2 that I mentioned, the LLB and the BA law, you can apply with math or math literacy, doesn't matter. The second 2, you need math to be able to apply for the BCom law and the BAc LLB. So please just make sure when you do apply within the law faculty that you note you have the right subjects to be able to apply for that program. Also keep in mind that the law faculty is the only faculty at Stellenbosch University where you also need to write the NBTs as part of your selection. So if you're going to apply or already applied for a law program, please make sure that you write the NBTs by the end of July. Medicine and health sciences. We do offer medicine and health sciences at Stellenbosch University. Unfortunately, we currently just select South African citizens for medicine and health sciences programs. So if you are not a South African citizen, unfortunately, you won't be able to apply for programs within our medicine and health sciences faculty. But typically the programs that we offer is MBCHB, so that's to become a medical doctor, dietetics, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, speech, hearing and language therapy, and then nursing as well. And military science, I'm not going to stand still at military sciences. That is, you can only apply for that after you've completed your basic training with the a military institution, whether it's you go to the Navy or you go to the Army or whatever. Then after that, you can look at programs that we offer at our Saldanha Bay campus. Then second last is our sciences faculty. So this is for the students that's interested either in biological sciences, physical sciences, or your mathematical sciences. The biological sciences will typically be biodiversity and ecology, human life sciences. It might, have to do with more the studying of the human body or the ecology, those kind of programs. Then the physical sciences is obviously you want to pursue a study field in physics or plain physics or pure chemistry, or you might be interested in looking at earth sciences or geography. That all falls under the physical sciences part. And then our mathematical sciences, which is more to do with computer sciences, data sciences, etc. Again, for this, you will need math and physical sciences to be able to apply. Unfortunately, you need math and physical sciences. We don't necessarily look at biology. Biology is not a required subject, but definitely maths and physical sciences. Then our last faculty is our theology faculty. You will see that's our smallest faculty as well. And for theology, you don't need any subjects to be able to apply. We look at your overall average, and we believe that theology is for those students that feel it's a calling for them. So theology is for students that want to study within religious studies. You might want to become a pastor, etc. It is also not a bad route to follow if you're interested in maybe psychology, because you do psychology as part of the theology program. Then next, for our applications, grade 12s, those of you who still wish to apply, if you haven't applied yet or you're looking to apply, you will apply online at www.multis.com. The applications opened the 4th of April and it closes the 31st of July. You need to meet the minimum entry requirements, and you can apply for any 3 programs out of any faculty. So if you decide that you want to apply for an LLB, but you also want to apply for engineering, and maybe you want to try and see if you can't get in for, international business, you can apply for any 3 programs. We will look at each application individually. So that means that it doesn't mean if you get an offer for your one program that we're not going to consider the other programs as well. You can get an offer for all 3 programs that you applied for, and then you need to accept an offer by the 30th of September. So once you received an offer from the university, you will have till the 30th of September to accept an offer. And then, like I said, for all students interested in law modules, need to write the NBTs by the 31st of July. So please make sure that you've written the NBTs by the end of July so that we can consider that as part of your selection. Then obviously when accommodation, like I mentioned, we do have accommodation available on campus. We've got university residence, which you will also be able to apply the same time that you apply for your program, the 4th of April till the 31st of July. You can again look at 3 options when you apply, and you will see it's quite competitive to get into residence on campus. So if you don't get a place for residence on campus, which you will get feedback around the 31st of October, you can look at private accommodation again on our website at www.multis.com, and you'll see there's about 4,000 beds available to be able to apply. So before I continue, I just quickly want to show a short video about the accommodation available on campus.
Welcome to Stellenbosch University, your home away from home. Stellenbosch University is the academic home of 31,500 students studying a variety of undergraduate and postgraduate degrees on our 5 campuses. Around 7,500 students can be accommodated in 31 university residences and other university accommodation on the main campus. 21 female and male residences across campus provide a safe space where you can sleep, eat, study, do your laundry, socialize, and flourish. Co-ed undergraduate residences offer mixed gender options where a gender is accommodated per floor. The remaining 24,000 students choose to stay in private affiliated accommodation or commute to campus daily. Apply at this link to become part of the Stellenbosch University student community. Live your dream. Become a Marty.
Okay, so the next one is if we look at financial aid. So obviously, if you apply at Stellenbosch University, you can also apply for financial aid. Firstly, you will see merit bursaries available. So that's for students that receive 90% and higher with their grade 12 results, can get up to 40% on their tuition fees. There's sport bursaries available. If you wish to apply for a sport bursary, make contact with me so I can get you in touch with the person that's responsible for the sport code that you're doing. Faculty and program specific bursaries, and then the applications for bursaries are from the 15th of June till the 30th of September. Again, you will apply for this at www.martis.com. So once you receive an offer from the university, you can go online and apply at www.martis.com. That is, like I said, faculty and program specific bursaries. But you can also go online and have a look at ZA bursaries. That is literally bursaries from A to Z, company bursaries available. So it doesn't necessarily have to be faculty and program specific bursaries. It can be external bursaries. There you need to do some research on what bursaries are available for you. And then, like you can see, student loans from banks, etc., is also available for you to apply. So that you will do, obviously, once you've received a provisional offer from the university. Then just quickly, Multisport, we've got 10 high-performance sport codes, 20 other sport codes available, the Martis gym, etc. So if you wish to continue doing sport at the university, it is available. Multisport is an open sport club. So even if you don't study at Stellenbosch University itself, you might study at, let's say, Stellenbosch Design Academy, or you go to IMM or ETA, you can still do sport as part of the Multisport, but you obviously won't be able to play varsity cup. For that, you need to be a registered student at the university. Then there's some societies. If you wish to be part of the Film Society or the Photography Society, the Disability Society, etc., there's about 60 societies at the university that you can be part of. And then also if you need help. This is if you become a student at the university and maybe after the first semester you realize, oh, I'm maybe not studying the right program, or you feel that you need some assistance with time management, etc. We do have advisors and counselors available to assist students that you can make use of. And then our online open day was the 9th of April, but this website is still available till the end of our application process. So if there's any more information after today that you wish to, see, maybe you want to see program specific, what the information you can get with regards to, say, for human life sciences program, what careers you can do after that, etc. That is available on our website at www.martis.com, and this will be available till the 31st of July when our applications closes. Then lastly, if you want to make contact with me, if you need a bit of more information after today, you're welcome to do so. There's my contact details. I will also share it with Miss Ilse, with the teacher, so that you can make contact with me. Thank you so much for your time. I'm sorry for the noise in the background. I tried to find the quietest place. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it in my office today. But if there's any questions at the moment, I am open to answering any questions that you might have.
Questions? Yes.
What are the minimum admission requirements?
Minimum admission requirements, do you know in which field?
For which program?
Biotechnology.
Biotechnology.
For biotechnology, that will fall under the BSc degree. So it's the biological sciences that I referred to earlier. You need at least 65% average. So that's the minimum requirement, 65% average, excluding life orientation. I'm not sure if you do life orientation as part of your curriculum. And then you need at least 60% for physical, 60% for physical sciences. And the physical sciences component should be physics and chemistry if you're on the Cambridge curriculum, and then 70% for mathematics. And the rest of the subjects doesn't really matter as long as you get an average of 65%.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Same for medicine. Could we have that information for the medical field as well, for medicine?
So the requirements for medicine.
Yes, please.
Okay, so like I said earlier, unfortunately at this stage, we don't take any students that is not South African citizens into our health sciences programs. But if you are a South African citizen and you wish to apply for medicine, so that is our MBCHB program, you need at least 70% excluding LO, and then we will also look at your math mark of 70%, 60% for physical sciences, and 50% for biology or life sciences. So you need all three subjects to be able to apply for MBCHB.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do you need to apply for a matriculation exemption certificate?
Do you need to apply for a matriculation exemption certificate?
On which curriculum are you?
Cambridge International.
No, then it's not necessarily. So we have a booklet that we use that we take the curriculum Cambridge percentage, and then we just convert it to South African percentage. It is not that much different. I will also forward that booklet to you, but no, you don't need to apply for matriculation exemption for South Africa.
No, we have some pro-ed students here as well, so maybe just ask for the IEPs.
Number 2 and IEB, would they need to apply for the exemption certificate?
No, and the IEB we look at exactly the same percentage as the National Senior Certificate. So if you're on IEB, it's the same as the South African percentages that we use.
And the NDT tests, are those only for law programs, or do you need them for other programs?
Yeah, just for the law programs. So if you're going to apply for the LLB and the BA law, you are only required to write the AQL part of the NBTs. If you're going to apply for the BAC LLB or the, sorry, just excuse for a moment, just excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. So if you're going to apply for the BCom law and the BAC LLB, then you will need to write the AQL as well as the math component of the NBTs.
And the language component is not necessary for the other bachelor fields? For any other bachelor fields, like if it's not law?
No. Except for law, you are not required to write NBTs for any other program at the university. It will not count in your favor. We will not look at it. So you really don't need to write NBTs for any of our other programs.
Thank you. Yes.
What are the minimum requirements for BCom law?
BCom law.
For BCom law, you need at least a 70% average, excluding LO, and then at least 60% for maths. Again, the rest of the subjects doesn't matter. You don't necessarily have to do history. And then your languages, home language, 70%, first additional language, 60%.
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to ask, what are the required points for engineering, and then what are the fees like?
Okay.
Yes.
You got that question. So engineering points and fees.
Fees. Okay. So for engineering, you will need to get at least 70% excluding LO, and then you will need to get 70% for mathematics and at least 60% for physical sciences. That is obviously the entry requirements, but normally I recommend for students that's really interested to get into an engineering program, the selection for the engineering program start here around 83% average for your overall average. If you meet the requirements with math and physical sciences, fine, but the overall average, we look around 83%. And then from a fees point of view, it depends on which program and in which faculty you're going to study. But for engineering, the fees for just tuition fees are around 53,000 Rand for the year. And for accommodation, it's about 45,000 Rand a year if you're going to stay in res on campus. If you stay privately, that's obviously on your discretion what you have budget for to spend on private accommodation.
That's 60-70. Is it, yes, ordinary.
This is AS level or ordinary level?
I must just think quickly. I don't have the document in front of me now. Maybe it's better if you just pop me an email so I can forward that document with you, because it will say for engineering, for instance, you need 4 modules on or say 4 modules on IGCE and 1 module or subject on AS levels or whatever. So just please send me an email and require for that engineering part, then I can show you on the document exactly what they're looking for. And then you know that you've got the right information.
Thank you. There's another question.
What are the minimum requirements for BA law?
For BA law.
Also 70% average, excluding LO, and then we will just look at your languages. Home language, 70%, first additional language, 60%. Like I said, the rest of the subjects doesn't matter, and you can apply with, doesn't matter what grade you have for mathematics.
For the BAC law,
Yes.
If I have A-level accounting
Yes.
certificate, will it give me an advantage in the application?
No, not necessarily, because that is not a required subject that we look at. So the most important one is mathematics. You need at least about 80% average and between 70 and 80 for maths as well. So that is the required subjects or subject to be able to apply. If you have accounting, it won't necessarily count in your favor or against you with the application, but obviously it will count in your favor when you come to university and you're actually studying the degree, because the lecturer will obviously teach accounting in class as if you've got grade 12 accounting knowledge.
But like if I have an A-level in accounting, should I then skip the first year?
Can you skip the first year?
Get extra credit?
No, you won't get extra credit if you've got a in accounting, no.
But she's asking if she has an A-level in accounting and she can skip the first year of that course.
No, she won't be able to skip the first year. No, because you still need to pass the credit for accounting, and the credit, it doesn't matter if you've got an A-level and you've got 100% for A-level in accounting, you still need to do accounting at university level, and you need to pass that module to get the credit to be able to go on to the second year. So no, they won't give you off or credit because you've got it on A-level. You will probably, if we calculate your average, you will get a higher average for that A score for your overall average for accounting, but it won't count, it won't allow you to skip first year accounting at university.
Okay, I also have some questions. So, do they have an Namibian society? You mentioned that there are so many societies. Do they have an Namibian society, or is there something that they offer to make foreign students feel more comfortable?
That I'm not 100% sure about. I can find out and then I will send the information to Miss Ilse, but I'm not 100% of that, if that society is available. I don't have all 60 in front of me now. So let me just make sure, and then I will tomorrow, oh no, tomorrow's a public holiday here. So let me send it when I'm back at the office on Monday.
Okay. Also,
Okay.
I want to also know what support do they provide to students in regards to the COVID restrictions that have been implemented?
Okay, so currently we are not that strict with regards to COVID. Obviously, you also don't need to be vaccinated to study at Stellenbosch University. From my side, I'm not 100% sure with regards to traveling from Namibia to South Africa at this stage, what is the status if you need to be vaccinated or not, but the university doesn't require from you to be vaccinated. And I also don't foresee that it's something that's going to become compulsory because, I mean, even with us as staff from the university, there hasn't been communication that we have to be vaccinated. And we hope to, from next year, be all students 100% back on campus. So with regards to assistance, whether you're referring to if you do get COVID, we do have some places available where students can stay in isolation, but and then obviously with regards to teaching on campus, classes are available online and face-to-face. So you will book a seat in a class, and when the number of spaces are filled up in the classroom, you will have to log in and join the class online. But like I said, we hope to by next year have all of the students 100% back in the classroom.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
There's another hand.
Is there a difference between international and South African citizenship fees?
So international fees and permanent citizenship fees.
I think there's a difference with the application fee, but not the tuition fees. So the application fee is a bit more expensive for an international student than a South African citizenship, but tuition fees, no.
Okay, so if you have permanent residence,
permanent.
then you would fall under being South African.
Yeah, for that one, I'm also not 100% sure. I'll need to ask the lady that specifically works with the international students just to clarify that for me. So that's also a point that I will forward to you guys.
Nice.
Okay.
It used to be that Namibian students had to pay all their fees up front. That's still the case.
So Namibian students used to pay all the fees up front. That's still the case.
Is he saying they were required to pay all the fees up front?
Yes.
Okay. No, I will also have to make sure and ask the finance office if that is required for them. So I will also give you feedback on that. As far as I know, not, but I'm not 100% sure.
Thank you.
Can you acquire a bursary?
Okay, bursaries. Are there any things that they can do? Is there some recommendations that you can offer for students for bursaries?
So like I said earlier, when you get a provisional offer, you can apply for bursaries on our website. You must just please look at the bursaries, and that's what I mentioned earlier. If you're going to apply for bursaries, whether it's faculty or program specific bursaries, or you go on to ZA bursaries and you do research on bursaries, that responsibility lies with the individual student that applies. And look, when you apply to bursary, what is the terms and conditions, and what are you applying for? What is the amount of money that the bursary rewards you with, etc. So, so once you've applied and you receive provisional offer from the university, you're welcome to contact me and I can guide you a bit with the bursaries. But most of the bursaries, that is the student's responsibility to really do some research and find a bursaries that you can apply for within your field. Because there's bursaries that's very general, any student can apply for those bursaries. And then there's bursaries that's quite specific that would say, you need to be a student studying accounting from the Northern Cape, for example. And then obviously that will not be beneficial for you. Because when you do apply for bursaries, you can apply for a maximum of 10 bursaries on the university platform. But private or external bursaries, you can apply for as many as possible. But I think rather if you do receive a provisional offer, make contact with me, and then I can assist you further with regards to bursaries within your specific study field, because that's normally where they award bursaries. Is there will be bursaries available for students that's interested to study within the sciences, whether it's health sciences, engineering, biological sciences, etc. And then I can guide you towards that. Or there's bursaries available for accounting specific bursaries or education specific bursaries, etc.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
There were some other hands. Did I miss somebody that wanted to ask a question? Okay, then I will ask the last question.
Yes.
There's another one.
Residences?
Accommodation.
Yeah, like dark men's residence.
They
So
can-
I know, does it still smell like compost?
What was the question?
Do you want to ask that question? Someone has fond memories of the smell of compost.
It sounded like he asked something about about the male residence. I've never been in a male residence on campus, so I can't confirm what it smells like.
That was an interesting question. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Okay, so the last one is for shy antisocial students. How does the university help you to connect to others on campus?
Okay, so all of our residents have mentorship programs, which is specifically, so all of the residents have mentors in residence and have a strong mentorship program, which is obviously for students that need support, whether it is academic support, social support, mental, etc. But not only in our residence, we also have a program that we call PSO, that stands for Private Student Organization. So if you're not staying in a residence on campus, you will automatically be put in a PSO. So if you say private or whatever, they will put you in a PSO. And as part of that PSO, you will form a cluster, and that cluster will have residents also within it. So when you want to do sport or cultural activities, etc., you will do it as part of your PSO if you're staying privately. And in that PSOs, there's also mentors. So we've got a strong mentorship program to specifically help students with the gap between school and university, help the student that is maybe not comfortable or a bit shy, or is needs some special attention or whatever, for you to go to that mentor, and either the mentor will assist you, and most of these mentors are also program specific. So you will, in a residence or in a PSO specifically, have mentors for accounting, or students that's studying education, or whatever the case may be. And then also, like I said in my presentation earlier, we do have the support system, which is the Center for Student Counseling and Development. And they have advisors and psychologists available that work with students that's on campus, that is registered students. And that is anything from, if you're struggling with anxiety, time management, you might feel that you started with a degree, but you feel it's maybe not the right degree for you. You want to change degrees. They're also in a position to do psychometric assessments, etc., to assist our students that's on campus to make the right decisions, and to obviously, at the end of the day, have all the tools to be a successful student.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you.
Someone asked something in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah. So someone asked something in the chat.
Yes. Someone asked something in the chat. Yes, there's a chat box, but it's not for us.
Oh, someone asked something in the chat box. I see here. What would you recommend our average to be when applying for BCom law? So this is a difficult question, because normally the faculty get an amount of applications. I can maybe give you some numbers for the BCom law. Like I said earlier, we can only accommodate 60 students. And I think for last year application process, we received about between 4,000 and 5,000 applications for BCom law itself. So I can't say necessarily this is the cutoff. So every year the faculty will look at the amount of applications and then obviously see this is the strength of the application pool and make a cutoff on a certain average. But I would say if you get from within the 80s, 83 and higher, that's a good percentage to be considered for BCom law. But I can't say for this year that will be a safe number. It depends from the application pool.
Thank you. I think those are most of our questions for today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. Good luck with the rest of the year and have a lovely evening.
So